watching some grass clipping magic. Let that compost glow. Dog poop, cat poop, nature stew. Bubble, bubble, what's that do? Smells so wrong but feels so right. Pink smoke rising in the moonlight. Neighbors yelling, what's that blast? Too late, it's cooking fast. Hailed strawberry poop gas, blasting from the grass. Bubble and sizzle, it's science class. One big burp and the backyard blue. Now we're living next to Mount Doo-Doo. Built a grill from garbage cans, hooked it up with rubber bands. Dog barked once, the cat took flight, then boom, the sky turned brown and bright. It rumbled, it tumbled, it splattered the fence. A poop volcano makes no sense. Sticky strawberries rain from the sky. Compost cooking till the day I die. Failed strawberry poop gas, wild and crass. Flaming hot signs from the neighbor's grass. When it popped, we all went ooh, but dang, it smelled like barbecue too. So if you're brave and slightly nuts, mix that poop with grass and guts. Light it up and step way back. You might just launch your own snack shack. Bill strawberry poop gas, cooking class.
Good morning. I hope everybody can hear me. I'm still working on my breakfast. I had this absolutely delicious pork shoulder that was for 99 cents a pound, so I've been working on that. Very nice. Who is this guy? I like him. Anyway, we'll turn this down. And I hope everybody can hear me just fine. I'm going to take a look at the chat and see if there's any obvious technical issues. Let's see. No, I don't see any complaints yet, but I am sure the technical issues will be coming. So anyway, I love the comments. And Milton, oh, he seems to have left. He's very camera shy, I'm sure. So let me go over here and let me start checking in. Hold on, let me take another bite. Hi, Milton. You want a piece? Of course you do. You want the skin or you want the meat? Oh, well. That's Milton for you. But yes, as you can see, I have about the table manners of Fred Flintstone. And then again, with my vehicles with no floor, I might as well be the Flintstones. Can you imagine somebody discovering my live stream for the first time and saying, who in the world is this? Why did YouTube send me to this wacky guy? Anyway, looks like my camera's cloudy. That's what you get when paw prints are all over it. So let me switch over here to a better view. And now that looks a little bit clearer. So let me go ahead and move this just a touch. Up. Is that your tail, Milton? No, we don't. Okay. I guess everything's good with Mr. Milton. Let me get this ugly thing out of there. And let's see. Who do we have in the comments section? Why are my comments not coming up? Well, let's see. All right. Yeah, YouTube deleted the earlier comments, which is typical. And let me move this over here. Now, we had, I think, Feral Grandma, we had earlier comments, but I didn't save them because last week YouTube didn't delete the comments, but this week they decided to. So, you know how it is, very unpredictable, and there's nothing I hate more than unpredictable institutions. Okay, so let me just skip down to the bottom to make sure that I'm not talking to nobody. And let's see the latest comment. Milton is a cutie, here fine, excellent, loud and clear. That's very nice. All right, let's hit these comments and let's talk about what's been a very interesting week. Not just for me, but for everyone. As you probably know, I'm getting closer to finishing the assembly of my engine, putting gaskets in it, and I've been trying to get the paint. I did find some in my stuff, and I have some money so I can buy some. So once I get a few more things, I'll be able to paint that and hopefully next week drop it in my truck. And before I know it, I may be driving again. Well, I can always drive the van, but it's a lot nicer to drive the truck with free fuel and with, I'm turning seed oils into real power instead of poisoning people with seed oils. Well, anyway, Sandy Blythe said, see you later this morning. Hi, Milton, and I'll show you Milton right now. Oh, look at Milton. He's so cute. Of course. Last night, Milton got into the trash can, shredded some paper, and took out some plastic bags and just trashed the place, but that's fine. This place is always a mess. And Milton is welcome to do whatever he wants. He doesn't claw the furniture. So he's a good kitty. So he's relaxing on the floor. Instead of hiding in the bedroom, he's with me. All right, so let's see. Let me go back over here. Why does my comments seem to be a little... Oh, wait a minute. All right. Good morning. Where did my comments go? Interesting. Good morning from Lakeland, Florida. It looks like, I don't know, YouTube did some weird stuff again. Oh, okay, my phone system just turned on, so that's good. John Beatty says, good morning, Rick and all. What is your recipe for chaffles? Well, I don't make chaffles. However, I do make a bread, which is similar, which is basically cheddar cheese, eggs, and pork rinds. That is, as you saw on Amy's very good reproduction of the heart attack burger. And by the way, if you didn't see it last week, we had a most excellent heart attack burger challenge. Thanks to our friends who attempted the heart attack burger. And you probably watched it. At least I hope you did. But if you don't know who it is, well, the winner of the heart attack burger challenge was Erin, otherwise known as Booby Goats. Not only did she make an awesome looking heart attack burger, but she crushed it. And of course, following up very, very, very closely is another one of our good friends, the bearded one, whom you also know took on the heart attack burger challenge. He did finish the burger, although it took a little bit longer, but he did an excellent job preparing it because he did the actual preparation from scratch all the way to the end. And if it wasn't for Aaron's championship conquering of the heart attack burger, he would have been the winner. And obviously, Juliet and Doug shared a heart attack burger. They did a great job with that. Very delicious looking burger. And we also know who else was in there. And if you don't remember, well, now Kelly was there for moral support, but he tried the heart attack burger challenge before, but was only able to eat half of it because a heart attack burger is a real beast. But anyway, if you want to see what happened with the heart attack burger challenge, you can just go to her channel and you can see that she also made and ate the heart attack burger. And I'll show you the link later on if you get the chance. So anyway, and if you're here, don't forget to speak up about the wonderful burger challenge. Okay, so let's see who else we have. Josephine Cowley, there we go. Howdy, beautiful quackers. Howdy, Quackman Rick. And if you don't know who that is, she's the one that made that drawing that I put in the strawberry poop gas segment that shows me with the ducks and iguanas and all the other stuff. Sound cool? D-Duck, LOL, jazzing it up, Rick. Well, I'm glad you like the intro. And there's another one of our primetime YouTube stars. It's Thomas, Target Prime Rib, who's saying hello. And as you know, we've been kind of a party of each other's live streams ever since he started on here over a year ago. And that's really nice because the more that we do together, the more we succeed. And John Beatty says that soundtrack is like going into the Phantom of the Opera movie. Well, it is classical music, which obviously is open source and from the YouTube library, so they're not going to give me any copyright crap. And it is, what is it, Rossini, I think it is. Honestly, I don't even remember. I haven't finished my breakfast, so my mind isn't 100%. And Smoothie 420 says, good morning, Rick, Milton, and everybody. And I say good morning in return. I am late, so my comments were never deleted. Well, that is very good. But you're not late. You're actually early. This is the last music the Ducks hear before the guillotine strikes. Well, actually, they'll typically hear more of an elevator music. There'll be something like from the 50s or 60s with that elevator kind of jazzy music and maybe something like the intro. And they'll hear that, and all of a sudden, it's lights out. And it's like, that's it. You're done. And then within an hour or so, you smell the delicious scent of deep-fried Muscovy duck. Yummy, yummy, delicious ducky. And we see the duck symbols. There we go. Looks like Duck, Duck, Goose over there. Or maybe they're dark ducks and white ducks. I think that might be a goose. And Thomas says, my morning blood pressure is 130/71. Should I be worried? Well, I don't know if that's high enough to get the heart attack, so I'd probably worry about that. But 130/71 for a normal person is actually quite good. Mine, I think, was slightly above a cadaver, as Peter always says. I think it was about 92/60 something. I tested it, and I put the little blood pressure thing back. I generally don't test it, but today I tested it because last night I didn't get a lot of sleep. And I'll explain why. I ate too late, and that just didn't do it. And there we have the strawberry poop gas. There we go. Yes, I like to change the introductions from day to day. And Lamb says, good morning, quackers. And Jiffy388, strange animal, good morning. Rick, Milton, and all. Well, that's good. I see you've changed the name a little bit. And Annabella Redwood says, hi, Rick and Milton. Well, hello. And Milton is sleeping, but he would say hi otherwise. So let's see how many other great people we have here. I'm really impressed at how good the attendance is in these live streams. But I think we have to thank Mitch for getting everyone used to sort of a every other day live stream. So this is kind of a nice thing, and it was Mitch that inspired me to do Live at 8 with Rick. And if you don't know who Mitch is, I don't know where you've been. You really need to check out Old Guy Carnivore. OGC is what he calls himself now. He's concentrating on healthy living, and that can also include coffee and cigars if you like those things. But in my world, coffee and cigars are a non-issue because I hate both of them. But again, watch Mitch. Survives a stroke. He's doing pretty good. And if you like Mitch online, you'll like him even better in person, because I was really very impressed when I met Mitch in person. He's just somebody that has a lot of experience. And I like his attitude because it's a no BS attitude. He doesn't try to sugarcoat anything, because if you sugarcoat something, I'm going to wash it off and probably throw it to the ducks. It's okay, so let's see who else. She says, hi, everyone. And look, here's Chuck from Clearwater, Florida, another great carnivore that I got to meet a couple of weeks ago. Was it 3 weeks ago? I'm losing track of time. A couple of weeks ago in Sarasota and Tampa. So that was good. And Milton is waking up and stretching. Hey, Milton, you want a piece of meat? You silly Milton. John Beatty. Oh, I don't know the story behind Pretzel Pete. Can someone tell me, did Pete eat 2 pretzels and then finish? Where did this go? Let's see. And then finish the... Why can't I see the rest of this? Oh, well. Let me see if I could expand it a little bit. I don't know why my... Oh, there we go. And then finish the bag. No. Pete had, I think, 2 or 3 pretzels and then didn't eat any more and then got sick later. So I know Amy was teasing him about that, and I think she came up with the name Pretzel Pete, which has stuck. And if you think about it, it's like Pizza Pete from the old Pizza Hut, where they used to have the sign where Pete would flip the pizzas. I remember that years ago. Of course, that doesn't exist anymore. But still, that was kind of interesting. Loud and clear. I'm glad you hear it, and Chuck hears it. And Milton is a cutie. Yes, he is. Wilma. Yeah, there you go. Talking about the Flintstones. And there's Paul Salvatore. Rick, hi. And again, if you don't know who Paul is, why don't you check out Carnivore Talk on Monday night around 8 o'clock. Sadly, a lot of times I'm hanging out with friends at that time, but I do come in later and say hello. So if you don't know who it is, check it out. We're all kind of out there. And Danny and Boss says, hi, Rick and everyone. Good morning. And I say good morning in return. And let's see who else we have here. Oh, we have a lot of comments, and we got a lot of great people here. That's one of the great things about it. Okay. And the truck give more of a Sanford and Son vibe, or should I say Rick and Milton vibe? I think about that Quincy Jones theme. Dun 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 dun. I have to come up with my own version of that when I get the truck started and hit the trash piles and the dumpsters. I have a YouTube channel with 3 chaffle recipes on my channel. So Annabelle is answering the question about the chaffles. And Chuck says he'll be right back. I'm at the farm store to get raw cream for my coffee. Well, we used to have a place called Farm Store here. Most of them are now out of business. And Terry Girl says, good morning, Rick. And Rick says, good morning in return. Josephine Cowley, hi, sweetheart. Hope you had a good week. And look, it's Carnivorous Dude. Hey, Rick. Hey, I still remember from Hack Your Health. That was an interesting ride over to the bus stop, but good to see you here. I'm glad that you're checking out my live stream. Golden Girl Double M. Good morning, Rick, Milton, and chat. Well, good morning, and Milton has just left the room. And speaking of YouTube stars, it's rockin' Coach Amy Davis, the creator of the Strawberry Poop Gas song. So if you wonder where that came from, that's where it came from. She actually created the term strawberry poop gas and actually made a short video. When I hit the Aldi dumpster, I found some more strawberries in there. That's where the strawberry poop gas came from. And John B. confirmed what I suspected, Duck, Duck, Goose. There was actually a TV show here called Duck, Duck, Goose. And we know it's a children's game as well. And there's Mike Seeley. Good morning, Rick, and everyone from a beautiful morning in Melbourne, Florida. So this is Mike Seeley Sr., who I had the pleasure of meeting at Kiltz's get-together. And good morning in return from Miami, Florida. Carnivorous Dude says that mine is 104/70. Well, there you go. How could it be eating all that dangerous, fatty meat? Look at all that fat dripping off. Eating like a caveman would lower your blood pressure. Amazing, huh? And not only that, you eat this stuff long enough, you're going to feel great, and you might even look better than some of your other friends your age. My 40-year high school reunion is going to be this year. I don't know when it is. Well, a friend of mine that told me about it said, of all the people that he's seen from high school, I'm the only one that looks almost the same as his high school picture. Is it genetics? Is it the carnivore diet? I don't know. And you know what? I don't care. I'm having too much fun. And there's Brian Dish. Good morning, Amy. 130 is still a bit too high. Carnivore will correct it. I got off my blood pressure medicine in about 3 months. Everyone's different, of course. That's good. Well, Thomas has had a lot of damage. I mean, he's actually had parts amputated because of his blood sugar issues. So it's going to take him a while. But Thomas is not going to quit. I don't see him falling off the wagon and waddling around in the duck food. I think he'll continue to improve. And he looks better than he did a year ago. So he even speaks better. Not too many ums and ahs, and he's improving. So we can see it. That's a great thing about YouTube. You can see everything sort of in real time, and then you can look back and see how people have changed. Good morning and welcome back to Indiana. Okay. And there's the man. There's Kelly Broken Carnivore. Now, he's usually the youngest one in our groups, and he's also kind of the celebrity in the community because, you know, we have the ones out there that are quacks like me, and then we have the ones that have had tremendous, I don't know what you call it, improvements. Well, you can see him. He's had a lot of improvements, and he's a good-looking one of the bunch, so good to see you here. And we have a hey from Amy, and we have, let's see, okay, how are you doing? Good morning. Used to love playing Duck, Duck, Goose as a child. Well, there you go. All right, and there's Mike Seeley Jr., who I also got to meet at Hack Your Health and at Kiltz's get-together, and he made sure that we hung out together, ate together, had a great time. So I look forward to the next time that we get to meet. Great man, just like everybody else in this community. Good morning, Rick, Mr. Milton, and y'all quackers. Well, Tammy, good morning. Milton has left the room, but he is around here somewhere lurking. He'll probably attack me when I least expect it. Thank you, Rick. No, you deserve it, Thomas. You deserve it. And don't forget, usually at 4 o'clock on Saturday, after my stream is over, Thomas comes on with his stream. And the stream today is going to be a little different because another of our great carnivore community, Jonathan Griffiths, which you may or may not know, and if you don't, why not? He invited me to co-stream with him on the StreamYard. So when he gets in, we'll go ahead and we'll switch over, but it'll still be a Rick live stream. But we'll get to team up, which is nice. I always enjoy co-streaming with other people. And speaking of co-streaming, if you want to see more of me, tomorrow I have been invited by Juliet Edens to join in on the Carnivore Sunday School, where you'll find John Lespina, you'll find George Goodenough. It's a great group. It's a highlight of Sunday afternoon. I try to make sure that I never miss it. So look for me tomorrow. And so I'm out there. Last week, obviously, I was with Russ Mitchell on Keto Cookout, and that was a very interesting live stream as well. It seems like everywhere I go, we find some really good people. And I'm over here nibbling away on my pork shoulder, being very unmannered, because I am a caveman. It's good, though. My brother-in-law has had some heart surgery. I can't talk to him about carnivore. My sister had hysterics about doing carnivore. I wish I could suggest carnivore, but it's too toxic. Well, some people just don't want to listen. Like my parents. Good morning from Danny and Voss. There we go. Some people just don't get it. Yeah, I know. All right. I'm going to try to go live for a bit with Lewis and Tammy at the Others at the Meetup today in New Jersey. Oh, so you're at the Meetup? Nice. Well, if you do go live, let me know. I will try. I don't know what time. Hopefully we don't conflict. But if Thomas goes live, feel free to drop over there and check him out. Be kind of interesting. Love Sunday School with John. Yes. And again, I had the pleasure of meeting John at Hack Your Health. We even got to eat together and talk, and really intelligent and interesting man. I recommend his videos 100%. He takes the concepts that we know and breaks them down into short videos so that you can understand them better. And I learned from his videos. So he just had a great video this morning. Very nice. I won't spoil it for you, though. You should see. I don't like to say too much about other people's videos. I want you to go to their channel to watch them. That way they get the watch hours, and hopefully YouTube will recommend them to other people. Mitch said, check this guy out, so here I am. Well, I'm glad that you did, Robert Melanson. I'm really happy about that. And again, Mitch does recommend me, and I know I'm a little bit of an acquired taste. At first, I don't think Mitch liked me that much, but he eventually grew to like me, just like I've grown to like him and pretty much everyone in the carnivore community. I can't think of one person in the carnivore community that I don't like. And that's pretty good, because that's rare for a community. That's great, Thomas. Well, there you go. Captain Caveman. That is me. Captain Caveman. I've been called a caveman many times. Okay, so let's see. Robert, hi and welcome. Here's one of our hardcore carnivores. He's been online for what, more than 3 years? Let's see here. I used to watch Mitch, but I stopped after he accused the medical system of how they tried to hurt him in the hospital when he was recovering from the stroke. Mean. Well, they did try to poison him with duck food, that's for sure. But anyway, I like watching him too. I like supporting smaller channels myself. Well, Annabella, I appreciate that, and that's what I do. I don't go on the large channels. That's why you'll never see me in a Dr. Barry live stream. When you've got that many subscribers, what do I need to be there for? I don't. And as channels grow bigger and bigger, I participate less and less. Now, Mike has a really good comment right here. This is very important. But he would have died if he did not go to emergency after he had the stroke. Just my thoughts. And that is very true. A lot of the people that you see that come out there that have joined the Carnivore Club, oh, that's good. They have been saved by the medical system. People that have had heart disease, strokes, cancer, they've had to go to the medical system to get surgery. And the medical system actually does pretty well now. What I've noticed when it comes to acute, dangerous conditions, they do pretty well. The problem is when it comes to chronic conditions, they seem to miss the mark. So, and again, I like Mike because he doesn't try to BS you with a bunch of good feeling whatever. Just tells you what he thinks. That's what I do. I like telling people how I think. You see me eating on camera. It's not a mukbang show, but I'm doing it simply because I couldn't finish my breakfast. And I know people ask me, what do I eat? Well, all you have to do is watch my videos. If you want to know what I eat, watch my videos. There is no cheating going on here, although I do have something that's not carnivore. Look. You know what this is? It's an orange from my yard. It's a sour orange. I have a few of these that are going to go into a marinated meat that I'm doing. I'm going to be marinating some frozen meat that a friend of mine gave me that's of unknown age. So I collected a bunch of those sour oranges. It works well. I'm not against using plant material at certain times. It doesn't affect me. But for people that it does affect, you need to do that. You need to avoid that. Okay. And Mike also says, I'm happy he's doing better. And I am too, and I agree with you 100%. Annabella, I will watch Dr. Anthony because he's so inspirational and has a beautiful heart. Yes. And according to most of the women on the channel, he's good looking too, isn't he? I know I've had many people comment on how attractive he is. Okay. It is a mukbang show because you eat a lot like a human should. Well, thank you. Many people eat a pound of meat and then they fast for a few days. Well, if I eat a pound of meat, that's just part of my meal. And I'm kind of different because I don't believe in fasting. You see, this is my view. If you're overweight and you're struggling with that obesity and you have all these other problems, then fasting definitely is something you should do. Because if you tend to get really heavy, your body is loaded with fat that you can use as an energy source and as a material source. So why not fast? But when you're 6'6" and you've never weighed more than 200 pounds and you're active, or if you're like this guy over here, you can see him over there in the gym, working out, trying to put on mass. We're like one of the very few people in the carnivore community that want to gain mass. Being strong. Now, I don't work out. That's the problem I have, and I hate gyms. But, I mean, I've been there before, but unless I had some, bodybuilder friend, I probably would never want to work out. But on the other hand, I do physical work. I work with heavy parts, whatever. And that's fine. But I like to eat at least 1 pound of meat per meal, and 2 pounds of meat is better. If I eat a heart attack burger, I only eat 2 meals a day because a heart attack burger is 2 pounds of fatty ground beef along with a pound of bacon and buns made from eggs, pork rinds, and cheese, as well as 8 slices of cheese. So what I will do, I have breakfast every day. Between 7 and 8 o'clock, I cook and eat my breakfast. Now today, it's a little after 8 because I got a little delayed. But I do believe in breakfast. Breakfast always contains meat and eggs. Always. That's it. Never cereal. Cereal is a no-no in my home. You won't find any seeds in my kitchen, ever. I am against seeds 100%. But you'll find different meats. And again, how many people would eat something like this for breakfast? I don't think many would. Let me see if I can adjust this a little bit. Get the greasy fingers on the camera. Oh well. That's a little bit better. Anyway, so that's what I like to eat. And I'm the exception to the rule because there's no salt on this. I don't do the electrolytes. That's it. I just eat the meat the way it was. I cook it up. Nothing there. All right. So I appreciate these comments. It's really good. Okay, let's see. Joe's Sleep and Slim Down Journey. Please share the marinade recipe. Okay, that's something I need to do. Basically, I just juice the sour oranges, and I put the meat in there, and I'll put a little bit of salt occasionally. Put it in the refrigerator and let it sit there 24 hours. That's it. That's how I do it. That's great if you have like roadkill, like you get a duck that somebody ran over, or you get iguana roadkill. You can marinate it. It'll tenderize it. It'll taste a lot better. Okay. Blood sugar's at 95. Well, you're getting better. It just takes time. Dr. Anthony is definitely cute. Well, see, the women love that. Okay, and Ray says, I'd say eat a pound of meat a day at least. And again, you want to see somebody who's living the lifestyle? Now, I wouldn't call him carnivore, but I call him whole foods and meat based. He raises cattle, harvests hay, farms, works physically, is lean, and is a good example, I think, for a lot of people. I wish that more farmers would do what he does. He's resourceful. He tries to do things on a budget, which I can identify with 100%. And again, these are the kind of people that I want to meet when I'm mobile, I'm getting around. I want to meet more people who are raising meat and actually farming. And we have our CB Carmack that says, who in the world are these quacks? Well, we know exactly who they are. Our Mike says, I know, do 2 meals a day and eat about 1.5 pounds of ground beef for lunch and 2 to 2.5 pounds of steak and a couple eggs for dinner. I like that. I like that. I wish you'd make videos again. I always used to like to see your workout videos, but maybe one day. You seem to be in good shape. For Thomas, yes, I think I am. And Thomas looks pretty good. I mean, you can see. Let's see. Bike rides are working out too. Well, yeah, I guess they are, except I use it as transportation. I don't think of it as a workout. Good point. I noticed how inexpensive the meat shrimp are in Fresco supermarket. Yeah. Well, the meat is not inexpensive, but the shrimp is when it's on sale. When they have a sale, it's cheap. When there's no sale, it's not that cheap. But nothing like those prices by me. Well, I'm glad that I have that. Rick, salt adds more to the heart attack value. That's true. But although I do have salt handy, it always gets clumped up. I have to keep regrinding it because sometimes it'll turn into a rock. And I really don't like salt on beef or duck or, any dark meat, lamb, goat. I don't even really like it on pork. I'm not a big fan of salt on these meats. What I do appreciate salt on is chicken. Heart attack chicken is just so much better with salt, with that crunchy skin, and the more salt, the better. I load it with salt, loaded with salt. Now, if I eat plant material, which would be like Dr. Kilt's having his potatoes, I'll have my plantain maybe twice out of the year. I salt that thing so much you can barely pick it up without all the salt on your fingers. And you know what's the funny thing? I've done the experiment. I've loaded my food with salt, tons of salt. And then 3 hours later, I take my blood pressure. Guess what? It's exactly the same as it normally is. No change. Okay, let's see. CV. Oh, yeah. Rick's hair is his napkin. Actually, I have a cloth that I use. I don't use paper towels or napkins. I have a cloth, which I wash. I have several of them. And I just wash my hands. So I'll eat this stuff. Then I'll run to the kitchen. I'll wash my hands. And that's it. But yeah. But I do put lard in my hair, as you know. And I've watched several people my age. There's even a guy that is into fitness that I'm subscribed to, Andrew Kolesko or whatever, and he was telling how he colors his hair. And of course, I know he colors his hair. I mean, it's obvious. But, if you want to color your hair, go ahead and do it. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to do it. I don't care. I don't care if my hair is white. It doesn't matter. White hair does not make you ugly. No. What makes you ugly is being fat and have skinny arms. I mean, even if you're fat and you have strong arms and legs, that's not that bad. But when you're fat and you got skinny arms and legs, that's ugly. There's no way around that. I'm just going to say it outright. I'm not going to try to be nice about it. But, some people like it. I don't know. Okay? I ate 11 eggs on Wednesday. It was an excellent day. Yes, I would agree with that. It took me 1.5 years to get off diabetes medicine. Well, see, it doesn't happen overnight, but that's good. Okay. Hello, darling. Yeah. My legs are just a bit swollen, probably from so much standing and the fall the past couple days. I didn't see that you fell. Okay. You boil the pork roast. Yes, I did. I steam it, actually. I put it up on a metal rack inside the pot, and I let it steam. I steamed it for about an hour. I'm a big fan of steaming meats. I also like stewing. A lot of people, they like grilling, and I don't grill that much. So, one of those things. Okay. I colored my hair white the last few years. Well, but again, you go to the gym, you probably have a good physique. And I think a lot of women actually prefer men with light or mixed gray hair if they're in good shape. Nobody likes a shoe polish look where you see some sick old man with totally black hair and you go, is that a wig or is that shoe polish? It's really embarrassing. And a lot of people do it. It's the funny thing. Okay. I'm thinking about doing the Vince Gironda 36 eggs per day and red meat diet. Well, go for it. Why not? It'll be fine. I agree. Yep. But why have desiccated liver when you can have the real thing? I've eaten a lot of raw liver. Rick, why do you put lard in your hair? What does it do? Is it for styling purpose? Well, when I work outside, and I live in Florida, which is really hot. So I'm always sweating. I get dirt, leaves, bugs, everything in my hair. So I have to wash my hair every single day, at least once, sometimes twice. Now, I know that for people that work in an office and live in a cool climate, they don't have to wash their hair every day, but I do. If you wash your hair every day, especially with the homemade soap that I use, I end up with very dry and brittle hair. And that's a problem. But putting lard or beef tallow or any other animal fat, when your hair's dry, it sticks up all over the place. It's unmanageable. The lard or beef tallow, it helps to prevent the hair from splitting. It prevents it from oxidizing. And I think in some ways, it actually helps prevent losing hair because when you comb it, it's lubricated. My mom and dad told me that using lard or beef fat in my hair would cause it to fall out because it would clog the pores and the hair would fall out. But they also told me that I'd get acne from eating the way I did. And I was the only teenager who never in his entire life got acne. In fact, what I discovered when I would get a heat rash, I usually get it right here on my side, arms and stuff like that. I would put lard or beef tallow on my skin. And guess what? No more rash. Yep. And the rare times when we get cold weather and the air is blowing in your face, and you've seen me ride my bike when it was in the upper 30s, I would get a dryness around my mouth. But putting lard and beef tallow, no more. So I'm a big fan of doing it, and that's the reason why I do it. Okay, let's see who else we got here. Oh. I think we got a celebrity that dropped in here. Let me see. This thing keeps jumping ahead. Okay. Sometimes young women used to dye their hair gray. Oh, it was a trend for a while. Only the prettiest faces. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But again, having gray hair does not make a person unattractive, in my opinion. All different kinds of deer meat. Good for you, CB. So do I. Thomas, try less salt just for a couple days. It may help with the swelling. Well, that's true. I guess it depends on the person. CB like hitting the lottery. Nice. I have not cut a hair on my head in the last 9 months. Let her grow. Well, there you go. Got to get some pictures out there. Maybe make some videos. And Kelly says he will be back live tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. We know that he does his lives on Sunday. Sunday is a very crowded day for live streams. Oh. Hello. Hello. Hey.
Well, it's been a while, so figure I'd check out and see if you actually had your call in line or not.
Yes, I just turned it up. Usually what I do, I keep it turned down in case it's a sales call. But, yeah, I'm glad that you called in.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
You're going to have a live later today?
I'm hoping to,
Okay.
because I'm going to be like with my phone and everything like that. So I'm not going to really pre-announce it. I'll just like go on
Okay.
live. So just look out for it. So yeah, I wouldn't actually take off your live, just because it's only going to be for a few minutes. So I wouldn't, like people catch it great. If they don't, they could just do the replay. That's not a problem.
That's true. I mean, they can drop out. I mean, they can only take me for so long before they get tired of me. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, it gives them like a little 5-10 minute break, right? So
right.
It's like, so that'd be good. But yeah, I just figure I'd get, I would give you a call and everything like that, while I'm here on the vibration plate. And so if my voice sounds a little like shaky, you know why.
Right.
So.
Like the Bill Knott kind of treatment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I'll be seeing Lewis today. So Lewis and a few other people. The person actually that's bringing me there is her name's Tammy Goff, and she's another carnivore that I found out that's nearby, pretty close to where I live in New Jersey.
Awesome.
So yeah, but I figured I would just pop on and just say hello.
Yeah.
And
look who's there.
And
it's Mitch.
I saw that. Hey, Mitch. Yeah. So, yeah. Now, if you end up getting Butter Bob on here, then you are becoming a celebrity there.
That would be interesting. I'm hoping for that to happen.
Yeah. I'm sure there's going to be a time where he comes on. If Mitch is coming on and he goes on Mitch's channel, I'm sure he'll go onto people's channels that Mitch visits.
Well, I'm glad that he selected Mitch because Mitch gives the no BS sort of real life kind of effect, and I think that's what Bob is into. Bob's not into playing games or trying to be popular. He just wants to spread the honest message.
Right. So I'm reading the. I don't have your thing turned on. The voice, but I'm reading the comments, and CB is like, "I thought you were just nervous, Thomas."
Yeah, right.
and Diaz is like, Thomas, the radio voice. I don't know about that. I think Rick has more of a radio voice than I do.
Well, that's true. But your ability to speak has been improving. You're not losing track. I mean, you're just improving as time goes on. And as you get healthier, I mean, you're one of the younger ones here, so that's another good thing.
Yeah. So. And Joe said something about me making videos on my vibration plate. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I might be a little shaky there, Joe. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So I know. I think that I don't say ums that much, but in my head I say them a lot still. So.
Well, you're getting more and more popular. I think it's just a matter of time before you become more well recognized. I agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Rome wasn't built in a day, so yeah.
Right. Oh, look, Cindy's here too. I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, my thing stopped. Good. So I'm not shaking anymore.
Oh wow, we got somebody new. Carnival diet. That's cute. Carnival, like carnivore. I feel like
I'm noticing a lot of people starting to pop up everywhere.
Even
on my channel, I noticed new names.
I think the carnivore diet is having a resurgence. I think that's kind of interesting. Maybe it's because of the food guidelines. I don't know.
Right. Well, it's funny. I was just watching. I noticed a video that popped up that was from Dr. Berry. I know you don't work Dr. Berry, but it was still a video that popped up.
Right.
And do you remember in the 90s there was a show called Growing Pains?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Ends up that the kid, the older boy that was in that show, Kirk Cameron, ends up he's carnivore.
Really? I thought he was in some religion.
And I thought that was pretty fascinating because how many, it's like like most of the stars were always advertising, like
Cereal.
big, like just promoting, and they would never promote. Now they're starting to come out of the woodwork, it seems, and promote. So that's an interesting concept if you think about it. It's only one person, yes, but still an interesting concept.
The last time I heard about him, he was in some religious group or something.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Usually those religious people, they don't like to eat a lot of meat because they think it gives you lust. But I guess they're changing their attitude.
I guess, again, that just makes a whole different vibe, so to speak. And I also heard, too, one other celebrity that, I don't know if she's carnivore, but because of her son having autism, she went from veganism to like at least a meat-based diet, is Jenny McCarthy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because her son has autism, and the keto way is pretty helpful for people with autism.
Right.
So,
I mean, we can look at our friend Jonathan and see what he's been able to do despite being autistic.
Right. That's absolutely true. So, yeah. I mean, because wasn't there? Yeah, I think there was like a guy that produced. I think it was the guy that produced Airplane.
Okay.
His son was autistic, and I think the keto diet helped him out too.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, majorly. Like I think he now works at Princeton University now. That's how much it helped.
That's good.
So if I understand the story correctly, it was on a documentary. I forget which one.
Right.
Like I said, yeah, I'm just reading the chats because some people say really funny things.
Well, that's the whole idea. That's one of the great things, and I've got over 50 people in the chat for the last, I guess, 10, 20 minutes, it seems to be growing week by week. I can't seem to drive them away, even when I'm eating on camera.
Yeah. Yeah, I see you devouring that piece of meat.
Well,
now what is that again? I didn't catch what that
it's a pork shoulder.
Is.
You can see it.
Pork shoulder. Okay, I should have guessed that.
As a bone, and what I did, I steamed it, and I've been devouring it. It was about maybe 3 pounds or so, including the bone. I don't know how much meat there was, but I'm working on it. I'll get it. And then I'll put the bones in there and let them cook up. I have to go in the kitchen. I got my nose all full of lard, and I'll take a little short break. I'll wash up, and then I'll be somewhat civilized again. Generally what I do, I save the skin. I don't eat that now. I'm going to put that in the refrigerator, and then I'm going to let it dry out, and I'm going to cut it in strips, and I'm going to make pork rinds out of it. So, and then the bones, whatever I don't eat, after I cook it, they go in the garden. These have phosphorus, and they have calcium, and they'll be good in the garden. Nothing gets wasted around here.
So Uncle Charlie's asking me what time is my show today. I would look at around between 1 and anytime after 1 o'clock because like I said before, I don't know when I will be there, because somebody's giving me a ride. So, and I kind of want to start it when I see Lewis.
Right.
I don't want to just, be walking around, aimlessly. So, I'll probably go live when we get together and stuff like that. So it could be any time. I don't know when we're going to get there, exactly. I think it starts at 1 o'clock though.
Right.
The actual thing. So.
Was it like meeting up at a park or something?
No, it's going to be some kind of restaurant. I forget the name of the restaurant. Let me look it up really quickly. I might have the text that I got from her saying when it's going to be. I just have to get to that beginning stage.
It's getting hot.
But yeah, I told Lewis about it, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll go."
Excellent.
Okay, cool.
Where's my remote?
Yeah, I found out that it's exactly an hour. It's exactly an hour for him to get there, and it's exactly an hour for me.
Oh, okay.
So it's literally like in between the two of us, two. Which is pretty fascinating in a way. I'm just trying to look for the name of the place.
It's 78 degrees in here.
It's called Fernandez Steakhouse.
Oh.
Fernandez Steakhouse 3, right in South Amboy.
Is it one of those all-you-can-eat Brazilian steakhouses?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
It's pretty good. It's like $70 for the all-you-can-eat.
Right.
So it's all you can eat. But you could also get like if you can't do the all you can eat, you can always get a separate steak or something like that. But I'm kind of fascinated on, I'm not technically on the lion diet, so I can kind of like with the all you can eat, I can like branch my.
Right.
Today I pretty much I stopped eating yesterday around like 5:00, and I figure I'll just eat that. I'm just gonna eat the one meal today because I doubt I'm gonna be really hungry to eat any more than that.
Right.
Even though, on the course that I'm doing with for my insulin resistance, even though he wants me to be 2 MAD, I think 1 MAD. I'll go to just the 1 MAD today and have the big, huge meal.
Right.
And Jason's asking me, he's actually in SBG with me.
Oh.
I'm not sure exactly who Jason is in SBG, so, But,
I know you're an SPG, and I have to admit I know nothing about it, and sometimes I laugh at it because it's sort of like it's a closed-in thing that we don't really interact with.
Right. But no, he's just asking me why don't I do my shake plate while on the SPG Zooms. Well, Jason, I have very little balance, so I can't stand up on the shake plate. So I put it while I'm sitting, I put it right below me and I shake, and just helps me with the static system and stuff. Someday I'll be able to stand up while shaking, but not today. So the reason I'm telling you this is because how do you know I'm not using it for the Zoom call?
Right.
So, just because you're not seeing me stand up on it doesn't mean I'm not using it.
Right.
So I did my first 8-hour shift on Thursday. It was the day after what happened was I actually was trying to go out into the park, onto the track, and the entrance into there was still a lot of snow, a lot of ice, and I'm trying to get out into if I got into the track, I'd been fine, but it was getting to the track that was the problem. So I ended up shaking. Not shaking. I ended up slipping on the ice, and I was pretty much on the ground for 20 minutes before I was able to get myself back up. Because every single time I tried getting up, my feet would slip underneath me.
Right.
So,
all that vibration.
If it was a cartoon, it would have been comical. But
DS111 makes the funniest comments. Rick eats like a raptor.
Yeah. Actually, it does look like a little floating piece.
They tell me, you're going to hurt your teeth. Well, it's just the opposite. It's like everything my parents told me was the opposite of what happened.
Uncle Charlie's asking, what do I do for work? Probably the worst thing you could do if you're a carnivore is work at a convenience store.
Right.
There's nothing. There's nothing there that's like.
Duck Food Central.
It's all for 10. I'm sure we all know that I went off track for a couple days, and you think about logically, it's shocking I didn't go off sooner, because of all the temptations around me and everything like that. How could it not?
Right.
But
that's true.
Yeah.
Oh well. Let's see. We go live tonight.
I just saw that. I just saw. Oh yeah. I don't remember who it was because it went so fast. But I guess somebody told Butter Bob to come on here this morning. So
I was back up there. I don't know if he will, but if he does, that's great.
Yeah.
Looking at how Rick eat I know why his shirt looks so much like a picnic tablecloth. Let's see. Jason 916. Rick, in order for you to make the heart attack burger, do you need a waffle maker? I'd like to give you a new one. I don't use a waffle maker. I have one of those bun cookers that's like a big old thing from the 50s, and it's shorted out. I need to fix that. A lot of Christians like to eat carnivore. Well, that's good to know. Moisturizing his face with pork fat. I'm Christian myself. Rick Strong. Okay. What is a prime rib? Oh, okay. Asking you a question. This is Rick's Saturday morning carnivore cartoon. Yeah. And you know, a week ago I had the flu. I'm doing pretty good.
I remember, yeah. I mean, and even though you had it, it wasn't really that noticeable.
No, it wasn't. But I always share with people when I'm sick, when I have health issues. It's just I don't have that many. Oh, Rick, when was the last time you had a checkup? 96?
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, even, okay, like, you know, I wasn't feeling that well either, you know, but I never felt the need to go to the hospital or anything like that. Like, I was ready if I had to go, but I was just like, you know, like it had to be a really, really good reason for me to go to the ER, you know, because I already know what it's like to be in the ER. I already know what to predict.
Right.
You know, so, you know.
I'm lucky I've never been in the ER.
I mean, can you believe that my roommate that's pretty much probably not going to be coming home. We all know that. Mm-hmm. You know, he was actually in quarantine.
Wow.
For almost 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and according to him, they said that he just had the flu.
Right.
You know, I mean, I don't know if that's, but that's just, you know, it's like, I don't know. I've never heard of somebody being quarantined for the flu, but,
wow.
But, you know,
mm-hmm.
but, you know, I don't think he's lying. I just, you know, I just think there's more to the story than that, you know.
Right. I mean, what do you think? It's like COVID part 2?
Yeah. Now, I'm showing you where my blood sugars are right now, but you can't see me.
Oh, okay.
so I'm showing it right to the screen, but no, I'm just being facetious on that one.
Sure.
But my sugars right now are reading at 78.
Good.
Yeah. So.
I mean, you have to
use
insulin.
I always do feel better when my sugars are lower. Obviously, you know.
It's amazing how.
I mean, unless they go down to like 40, then obviously stuff starts to happen.
Right.
But 78, you know. Now I know there's people in my area that if they heard I'm a 78. Sorry about that. It's time for me to get up. You know, if they saw the number 78, they'd be like, "Oh, you need to raise your sugars. You're horrible." Like, yeah, you know. If I have to raise them, I won't raise them until like they're 50. I'm not going to raise them when they're 78. You know.
It's funny. Rick should turn that phone into a phone earpiece, like the Flintstones.
I saw that. Yeah. Well, I mean, I just saw the image of you just cleaning the plate and putting the plate up in the air to show that you finished it.
Yeah. Well, I got a few things to nibble on, but yeah, you know, a lot of people, what they do, they'll carve everything up and they'll put it on a plate. I'm like, just give me the bone. I like to eat off the bone. That's my favorite way to eat.
Well, let me ask you a question. I mean, do you do the bone broth too, or no? Like,
yes, I do.
That's a pretty big bone. You do enough of them? Like, wow.
I do the bone broth. That's the next place they're going, into the pot.
Yeah. You just, I mean, what do you do? Just put them in like a slow cooker, crock pot type thing, and just let the bone let the extra meat and stuff like the collagen just pour right off the bone.
What I do is when I boil or steam the meat, I take the water that's out of it. I put that in the refrigerator that has collagen in it, and then I get them in containers. I melt that, I put it into a pot, and then I throw the bones in it, and I put it into either the slow cooker or on the stove with a very low flame and just let it cook for hours. And then that pulls everything out of the bones. And again, the skin pieces, I'm going to fry them in lard, so they'll be pretty good. They're talking about church clothing, don't wear suits, a classic phone from microphone, and a leg. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
A lot of people are talking about church.
So,
I guess Sunday morning will be church.
You just
time.
held something up. What did you just hold up?
The bone.
Oh, that was part of the bone too. It didn't look like the bone. It looked like something else. It was like more flat. So that's what I was
I
wondering.
mean, it's bone as far as I know. And then the skin,
Okay.
the other skin piece I had. There's a
Oh,
piece,
that's what it was. It was a skin piece.
Right.
Yeah, it was a skin piece.
That'll become pork rinds.
Okay. Well, it looked good. So.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love pork skin. Pork
There you
skin,
go.
chicken skin. You know.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Your roommate ain't coming home from hospital.
Yeah, it's kind of a question mark. Most likely he's not coming home. He's going to be going into assisted living.
Oh.
Unfortunately, he's not carnivore, so he's
How old is he?
yeah, because the therapist wanted him to get for us to put a brand new tub into the bathroom,
How old is he?
and he's 69.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he's not like I said, he's not carnivore. Unfortunately, he's the pure example of why would be that why carnivore could help. But I mean, he's a good guy, but I think the assisted living would be better for would be better for him in the long run. He just.
Well, you could. I'm going to go to the kitchen now. You can feel free to talk for a minute or so. I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to put this into the pot for the bone broth.
Okay.
So I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm reading the chat. So,
Okay.
Uncle Charlie, I'm a clerk. I guess you could say I do the coffee. I do the cashiering. I also put away the dry goods and stuff like that. And Aaron's here. Booby Goats. Hey, Aaron, how we doing? My favorite goat of all time. And hey, Julia, Venetian cat. Hey, I don't know if it feels weird that I'm actually speaking. I'm guessing you guys can hear me. Just let me know if you can hear me or not. You know what, Annabelle? I actually, as the fact is, the last time I fell before Wednesday, I had to get an EMT to help me to be able to get up and stuff like that. I couldn't move. Well, of course, I had my boot on at the time, but now I fell, and yeah, it took me a while, but I probably would have gone right up if there wasn't all that snow and ice on the ground to keep me from getting up. So yeah, right now the apartment's all to myself, and I do have a prospect that's going to be that should be able to move in. Hey, that's good, Tammy. So you can hear me. Cool. And Joe, you mentioned too you can hear me. Oh, you can't forget about Rocky. That's definite. Sandy.
That's better. Yeah, I got all this stuff off my face, my hands, cleaned up. That's good.
Okay.
So, yeah, it was delicious, But again, I think a lot of times I'll turn people off from the carnivore community because when they see the way that I live, it's like being primitive. Everything here is very primitive.
Well, like you're Captain Caveman.
Yeah. I need that stick, Captain Caveman.
Yeah. Like that big club,
Yeah, exactly. I could probably make one from one of the branches out in the yard. Get a caveman outfit. I mean, my mom always called me the caveman of the family. Let's see. There's a lot of comments. I'll tell you one thing.
I'm looking at Uncle Charlie's last one. What convenience store is work at Target? I do cash air a lot of candy. No good.
I like when he says Rick has ring yard instead of stream yard. That is true.
That is yeah. I don't deny that.
Aaron's Little Rocky loves bones and meat. That's true. Would love a drive and talk to your 5 acres property. It's coming. It's coming once I get my truck running. Venetian Cat is here.
Yeah.
Hi, Mitch. Hi, Thomas. I don't know if Mitch is still here. He may be listening, though, which is good.
I think Mitch always listens. I think he just kind of like pop, like just to kind of be like, hey, I'm here, and just goes in the background.
I do that a lot in Mitch's chat. I'll go there and I'll say hello, and then I do work. I'm always doing something. That's the problem.
Well, you do it. You probably do it on my channel too.
I do.
You're here, but you're, same with me. I'm here, but I'm not here.
Oh, the Butter Bob is having a live tomorrow night. I got to find out what time it is, because.
I heard around. If I heard correctly, I think around 6.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what his. Mitch just said he's still here.
Oh, good. Yeah. See, Mitch is like me. I think a lot of times he'll listen, he'll multitask, which is good. I appreciate that. You don't have to be commenting all the time. Yeah, he's still here. Excellent. Let's see.
Yeah, and it looks like Pretzel Pete is still here, being all twisted and everything. So.
Twisted like Pete.
Yeah.
Term, apartment, all to yourself. Yeah, that's true. No roommate. This Rocky.
I mean, right now, it's all to myself, and luckily he is paying me. He said, I mean, I know a lot of people think that I shouldn't hold my breath, but I think he'll pay me. The one thing he is very good at is paying what he owes, and he is technically still in that room. Like, his body's not there, but, all this stuff, including his wife's ashes, are actually in that room. So I don't think that he's going to, because he probably thinks that he will be coming back. It's slowly getting off that, but, there's probably a part of him that believes that he will be coming back. And so he's gonna pay for that room because he wants to be able to come back to it.
There we go.
Like, if you don't pay me, I'm sorry.
Right.
But,
what wrong with truck? Engine's being rebuilt. Engine was worn out. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Bob.
How long has that? How long has the truck been out of commission for?
Since 2024.
Oh, okay, so about a year. A little over, almost 2 years.
Well, it broke down. It actually broke down in November 2023, and then I worked on the van. I got the van running beginning of 2024. The truck's been broken. I had a hard time finding parts. I got a hold of another engine last year, 2025, but I've had no money and no time, and finally I'm getting it done.
So weird question. I forget what color is it. The van's not all white, is it? It's not like a white van.
It's white.
It should look like you're.
Yeah, it's all white.
So do you look like that? Like that guy, like like luring children in with like the ducks and everything.
Well, I might have a sign that says free duck food to try to lure the ducks in. Here, ducky, ducky, ducky.
Come here, duckies.
Grab them, throw them in the van, and go home.
I got free candy for you.
There we go. Butter Bob.
Ducky.
Okay, let's see. Butter Bob's live. Okay. I haven't seen. I saw a short from Butter Bob. I just didn't see him announce the live, but I'll have to watch him.
Yeah, no, I saw something yesterday that he was supposed to be like at 6 p.m. On Sunday.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's the case. And like I said, I don't know where he lives, so it might be different. Like, I don't think he lives on the East Coast like we do.
Right.
I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not really sure where. I think he's more central.
In fact, he has a plant nursery. I'll share the link when I get.
So he's probably it's probably Central Time because that's where Aaron is. So
right. see. I saw your comments. Okay. My voice got very deep. Okay. Have a great day, y'all.
Yeah.
Got to go shopping. Thanks, Rick. Thanks, Tammy, for being here. How far along are you with the engine? Well, got the head gaskets on. I'm in the process of putting the oil pan on and doing a paint job, so I'd say a couple more days it should be done, I hope. My vans are the Creepy Stalker vans. Well, you know my van is white. Let's see. Haven't seen the videos. No, I haven't posted the videos. I'm going to try to edit that once I get it together because I'm having a hard time holding the phone and it keeps overheating. Good morning, Rick. Oh, there's Larry Ryan. Excellent. This is like listening on two teenagers on the phone. And there we go. It's caught up with the comments. Awesome. How many people we got?
Thank you for the compliment there, Larry, saying they were teenagers.
We still got.
We look it, but I don't think we are.
we still got 50 people watching, which is amazing. I figured by now it'd be down to 20.
Oh God, yeah.
But that's good.
Well, I mean, I think the good thing about your live is it's long enough that you can actually go and leave. You can actually, like you said before, you can go and repair the engine on your car and still, just still do all these things.
Right.
That's what's so good about, the only bad thing about that is when something's said and you really need to make a comment on it. It's like, oh, I gotta stop doing the engine right now. Make a comment.
Well, I multitask. Sometimes when I'm working, I'll take a mobile device. I'll do a lot. What do you call it? Wi-Fi, and then I'll listen. But I don't always comment. I'll comment at the beginning, maybe a couple times in the middle. But I'm not really sitting in front of the computer. This is one of the few times I actually sit. Most of the time, I'm on the move. So this is rare for me.
Yeah, and you saw John Beatty saying about Butter Bob posting it on his community post on his YouTube channel. Yeah,
I'll check that out.
Yeah, it's funny too. I was on with, and I think you were with us with Mitch, him being on Mitch's channel.
Yeah.
So it was sort of surreal. I watched Bob when he was out like back in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they probably weren't really his. They were probably kind of like like when you see like reruns, they probably were older. They probably weren't like original videos,
Right.
But he probably just put them out, but he had stopped, because I think he had mentioned that he stopped back in 2016. So I think I was watching the videos after that,
Right.
But but still, I love the one. It kind of reminds me of you, the one where he's like cooking the chicken in the lard, But I think he was not really using a pot. I think he was like I did,
Well, they do. He does it in a pan, and I remember commenting on that. It's like, why would you do that? It's just more work and more mess. Use the pot. I'm the only one, I think, on YouTube that's ever used a pot for frying.
Yeah.
Everybody fries in a pan.
I remember one time seeing a video that Dr. Barry did where he was using a pot to make the bacon. Like he was just chopped it up and just cooked it. So it was a lot more safe. It was a lot safer, I guess. But,
right. Right.
And everything. So, I'm just trying to think. I just left. I have a big habit of needing to see. Now I'm watching you have you're watching. You're looking at. Okay, I just saw the comment that on your channel. You're scrolling right now.
Yep.
So, because we're always a few seconds delay from when we're talking.
Butter Bob's first live stream. Live stream Sunday, February 22, 6 p.m. Central Chicago time. That's it.
Yep. Live in 33 hours. So yeah, I'll try to watch that.
I will too. And the thing is, when it comes to Butter Bob, one of my subscribers actually had sent me an email back in November about what he was doing, and he has a plant nursery. And let me see if I can remember what Bob's nursery was. It's let me see if I can find it. Bob's nursery, I think. Bob's plant nursery.
Which is interesting because, I mean, he said that he was like full carnivore when he was on with Mitch.
Yep.
But then again, you're full carnivore, but I mean, you do have some other foods, but yeah, I would still, because I know you make your own sauerkraut and stuff and your own yogurt.
That's right.
So I know, I mean, I do pay attention, even if I am asleep in class.
But see, this is his business up in Tennessee. He sells plants.
Okay.
That's what Butter Bob does.
Yeah, but the only thing is, though, like, I'm looking at the pictures, and I'm not seeing any, like, fruits or vegetables. I'm just seeing plants,
They've
like
got
flowers.
blueberries.
Maybe you need to scroll a little bit.
Don't tell Mitch about the blueberries.
No, keep them. Oh, there they are. Oh, they look good, actually.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Rick. I've never been much of a I've had blueberries. I'm not saying I don't like blueberries. I'm just saying that even as a kid, I never, like, dived into them,
I hate fruits, mostly. Blueberries I don't like.
Yeah.
The only fruits that I can eat would be, like, deep-fried plantains.
Well, I never, like, bought them at the, like, if I had a blueberry, it might be, like, because I was, like, at some kind of, like I saw them and they were being, like, I was, to pick them,
Right.
But I would never, like, go and get them at the grocery store. And even if I had them, I'd have no more than, like, maybe a few of them.
Right.
Just, like pick them, But I would never, like go hog wild on them,
Exactly.
I mean, like I like fruit, but I never, like, watermelon probably was the only one I would probably, like, really eat a lot of it, Now my computer's telling me that my Dexicom is low, so it's anything under 70, it's low, so it's at 70 even. So it's now giving me warning. Like, that's the one thing with this computer. It will actually, like, go up on the computer from my phone. So I'm always getting warnings. But, like, if I'm going to be eating all that meat today, I definitely don't want it to go up too high anyway, because it's going to go high when I have all that protein and stuff.
Right. That's true.
So, yeah. As long as it, like I said, as long as it doesn't go under 50, I should be fine.
Yeah.
If it does, I'll just cook up a quick burger or something like that.
That's it.
I just pulled out some frozen beef patties, so I'll just put the thing in the air fryer and cook it and put it in the air fryer for like 10 minutes, frozen, and it should be perfectly.
I guess the blood sugar is stabilizing. You're not having as much up and down.
No, it's on this, somebody's live right now, Natty Homemaker.
Huh.
I'm not sure who that is. I'm just going to click, so if there's noise, I apologize.
Seems like everybody's live nowadays.
Yeah. He's somebody I probably subscribe to from somebody else's suggestion or something like that,
Right. That makes sense.
It'd be nice, and I'll like her video, even though I can't hear what she's saying, because I have her on mute.
You got some of these popular channels, I see these people, and I don't know. It's weird.
Huh. So, I'm just going to put a little comment saying hello, first time here.
Right.
Like I said, I can't hear what she's saying, so.
Carnivore chicken protein bread.
It looks like she's cooking something, though. Saturday crock pot cooking.
Oh.
She's cooking something in the crock pot.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said. She just started some kind of goal or something like that, so. Yeah. Yeah, so I was actually doing on members only with Carrie Mann. Like, they were driving. So I might be able to get, like, there's a good chance, like, cross your fingers, that I might be able to get Emma Mann on my channel.
Nice.
To interview her. So so I actually called it. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You know the term. I called it. I said like it's like pretty much like a hat trick because I got Carrie and then I got Jen. Now I'm going to be getting the daughter.
That's
Emma.
right.
So,
I guess you got it in with Homestead How. They don't interview me. I think they're afraid of me. I'm like Lurch. So
yeah.
They don't want.
I mean, I did try. I did try to. Let me go back to your thing. I did say, like, hey, you should interview Rick. I did kind of like try to shout you out there.
I know you did. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if there's some kind of competition or some kind of fear, but I think what it is, they've latched on to the Maggie story because she's easier to manage than Crazy Rick because Rick is a wacko. They don't want to associate with someone who hunts iguanas and roadkill and goes through dumpsters. That's not the kind of thing.
Well, you know what I think it is too. I mean, yeah, you're 50. Are you 58 now, or are you?
I'll be 58 in June.
Okay, so I mean, you're pretty young, right? And I don't think it's so much on how long you've been carnivore. I think it's like, or how long Maggie's been carnivore. I think it's that she's in her 80s,
right?
And she's doing all this ranching and everything like that. I don't think it's the length of time. I think it's more of like the capability of that person, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where the amazement goes to. I mean, like almost she's got to be almost 85 now.
Yeah.
And she's doing the ranching and everything like that, and when you look at her guns and stuff like that, So I think every one of us is amazing, and I think that you're amazing, but I think it's more like that, this woman is doing all this stuff with like herding and ranching and jumping fences and stuff like that. So I don't think it's anything against you personally. I think it's just like it's like, oh my God, this woman's been like for almost 60 years, and she's
it's better for marketing because when you got somebody picking the dumpster, chasing chickens around the parking lot, picking up garbage, that's not the kind of thing you want in the carnivore community.
But can you imagine the dumpster chicken diving being like a movie of the week?
Hitting the dumpster behind Presidente.
I mean, you could probably be like a weekly TV show,
Well, I guess this is technically a weekly show.
Oh, it is, but I could see it like being an actual sitcom, like every Saturday night, life with Rick and Milton, and
see what.
So I mean, how's that? Speaking of cat, how's that? Miss, I call her Miss Kitty because I think the name Miss Kitty is pretty comical, Because it just it kind of reminds me of, it's like, not to be mean or anything like that, but you think about, she was coming to be with Milton,
right?
In that way, right? So Miss Kitty reminds me of like that, like that lady that works at the brothel.
Yeah, right.
So I kind of so I kind of find that I kind of find it like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, I think Miss Kitty is going to become part of your lineup eventually.
Well, she waits for me every morning, and I haven't fed her yet, so she's probably out there desperate. I'm waiting one day I'll open the door, she'll run in the house and probably fight with Milton.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you think that she'll ever be in the house, or do you think she's going to be mostly outside?
I think she'll come in eventually. All my cats always end up indoor cats. They get tired of being outside. They see the cats in here enjoying delicious meats, and they're like, why do I want to stay out here? I'd rather go in there.
Yeah, and eventually, they're going to want to eat the food and stuff. So
Right. Yeah. That's you talking about Butterbob. Plants must love him. He eats only meat and never harms the plants. One blueberry is Mitch's kryptonite. That is true.
That is true.
Rides Biscuit. I like blueberries. Used to pick them up in the wild as a kid. Plants Love carnivores, but petrified of vegans. Rick should supplement iguana eyes with blueberries for a presentation on the plate. Blueberries are overrated. I'm more of a pineapple or mango fan. Yeah, I'll go with you. I'll give you the mango instead. Blueberries I don't like. They make your teeth turn blue and they taste nasty. I'd rather have a mango. At least the mangoes, I just grab it off the tree, peel it, and eat it. Oh, boy, look at this. Yeah, that's...
Julia's asking, why am I on the phone with Rick? Yeah, because you really don't have panelists.
It's a call-in show. Anybody can call in.
Yeah.
Get off my life.
And Julia, right now I don't have a shirt on, so you probably don't want me to be on the show.
Well, there you go. Now, if you were Dr. Chafee, they would be like, yes, come on.
Yeah, I just finished to get ready for tonight. I just finished taking a shower, so I shaved. I took a shower. When I say shaved, I did not shave my whole beard off. So don't be like, is he shaving?
Right.
You know, I just trimmed. I trimmed the beard. You know,
Okay.
and I actually did. I was doing baking soda, like just when I brushed my teeth, but I actually did your thing when you said about having a little bit of having the lard.
Yeah.
You know. Actually, it wasn't lard I used. I used regular beef tallow.
It worked.
With a little bit of baking soda.
Did it
And
work
the only thing is though, it kind of clumped up in my mouth, so it's kind of weird. But it was the first time doing it, so so it's probably a practice thing, you know.
Yeah,
I used a little bit too much lard.
Yeah, it takes time. You'll get it right. The thing is that I think the lard helps protect your teeth when you use baking soda, and the lard keeps your teeth from being damaged by acids. But baking soda is alkaline.
I'll be honest with you. Normally, when I do it, I don't do it that often with the baking soda. I mostly just use water when I clean. You know, but you know, so it's not like one of those things like where it's like every day I'm using it. I'm like scrub. You know, it's just enough to kind of just get like just to clean up some of them.
Right.
You know, but yeah, for some reason even though my sugars are at 69, I'm feeling like they're like dropping a little too low. So I might end up making a burger or something like that. So I'm, you know, I think I'm gonna go and pop the burgers in the air fryer. But look, good thing about the phone is I can bring you with me.
Right.
So, and don't worry, people. I'm not dropping it in heavy lard.
I got 60 people watching. That's pretty good. Incredible.
Wait, 60?
Yeah, it's showing 60.
Wow.
I got Eat a Ham Bone, Good Morning Carnivores from Goose Creek, South Carolina. And, yeah, we got comments. It's pretty good. I think it's because Rick's views about the documentary. Well, it's not just Rick. It's the same thing with Mitch. You know, Mitch and I have very similar views about the documentary. So, but I don't know. And again, I talked to Adam in detail about what I thought about the documentary, and he kind of agreed with me. You know, it's whatever happens, happens. I'm not going to worry about it.
And Adam's pretty astute too. So
Adam's a smart cookie. He's not dumb. I got to talk to him. You can see this is an intelligent man, and yeah, it was interesting. Not only to get to talk with him at Hack Your Health, but he was staying at Kiltz's house on the other side. I was staying in the room that Mitch was in, and we got to talk a little bit. It was quite interesting. See, I've always been kind of on the outside, but yeah.
It's interesting how many, you know, I don't know if it's carnivore that did it, but, you know, there's a lot of smarts. Like, a lot of us are pretty smart. Yeah, I don't consider myself to be a stupid person, you know.
I believe that we're independent thinkers. I think that's what it is. The regular, you know, herd mentality isn't going to join the carnivore group, but it's the people that think outside of the norm. They're the ones that try it.
I mean, I don't think that we're, you know, I don't think any of us, I mean, some of us are smarter than others. Like, I think Mitch is a lot smarter than me, and a lot smarter than, you know, but, like, I don't think we're any slouches either, you know?
Right. That's right.
All righty.
Okay, let's see. I'm getting behind on the comments. I think I was around 10 o'clock, I think was the time that Jonathan was going to start his stream. So I got to make sure that I watch my comments so I don't run over. Let me see here.
Right. So when are you doing the thing with Jonathan?
I think he was saying around 10, but I haven't seen him yet. He might be in the comments. I'll have to look. But
I saw him before. I saw Carnivore Muscle before.
okay, so he's in here somewhere. Let me see.
Yeah, but I don't know if he might have left too. You know.
Yeah. Well, I'll keep an eye on it. Let's see. Sandy says that Rick is the most interesting person I've ever seen. Well, that's great. I appreciate that. I'm an oddball. I'm the odd quack. Linda Flanagan says hello, hello. And DS111, this is funny. When the dust settles, the last thing Homestead Hal wants is someone like Rick standing and saying, "You see, I told you so," which I wouldn't do. I'm not that kind of person.
No.
And Miss Kitty, yeah, Miss Kitty. Everybody likes Miss Kitty.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like the.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's like the carnivore madam.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, they are carnivores. They are cats.
Like Milton, where are you?
There's Jonathan. I see Jonathan's there.
Okay. You're right now. Right now, I have you in my kitchen, so I'm actually not even looking at the screen. So.
Well, Juliet doesn't know that this is sort of like my thing, the phone, the wired telephone. People calling in. Thomas has been on this twice in the past, as well as.
Oh, and I think even more than twice. This is like the fourth or fifth time, I think.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
been a while.
What I'm going to do when I get on with Jonathan, he uses StreamYard, then we can have guests, so we will have guests. But, you know, it's just part of the whole Rick effect.
Yeah, right now, like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I was using that Nux on my lives, but now I've been using StreamYard because I made an agreement with the Lioness Lifestyle ladies.
Oh.
So I'm kind of working with them, and kind of share. Like I kind of just do a donation, and I'm just kind of sharing with them.
Right.
Right now, so so I still have to do. Like I figure I'll just, I figure I'll just give them like a certain amount, and but I don't have to like do the monthly. Like I just share it.
Right.
Like,
oh, that's funny.
So,
Carnivore created Deadpool. Who will quit first? That's right. I'm ready to see the movie escape from my hand.
So I hope I'm not making too much noise because, like I said, I'm going to make some of my butter coffee.
Uh-huh. Hi, guys. I'm here. There's Lewis. Is that Thomas on the phone? Yes, it is. Let's see.
I can't wait for us to see each other, Lewis.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
It's going to be epic.
That's
It's
right.
going to be epic when I finally meet Rick.
Yeah.
In person.
That's true.
That will be epic.
And Rick said,
but
you rang.
I do plan on going to, and I'm, I actually plan on going to the Tampa meetup that you were just at with Dr. Kelps.
Oh, okay.
And Mitch.
Well,
I'm hoping to do that.
I hope I'll be able to go there,
year.
so we'll see.
Yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to,
Mm-hmm. Right.
All right, so I'm going to make a little noise right now, so I apologize.
Milton is the sheriff. Somebody's talking about Gunsmoke. I think I've run 3 times. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Don't forget to like. I agree with that. You told me Rick is...
Sorry about that. I needed to throw up my coffee.
Oh.
That was the mini blender for the butter.
Well, she's got a good point right here. Rick is right. I've seen him medieval munch a pork shoulder bone. Yes, that is Rick. That's me.
That's me. The Rick Meister.
Post your Buy Me a Coffee link. Okay, I will do that. Let me see.
Hey, that's cool that you have one now.
Yeah, I mean it took a little adventure.
You know what? I have to buy you a coffee, so I'll do that soon.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So I just got paid. So I definitely wanted to. I wanted to the other day, but then I looked at my account. It was like negative 68 cents. So it's like, okay, well I I guess I can't buy me. I guess I can't buy me a coffee right this second. So
Right.
you know, but I did get paid. I did get paid yesterday. You know, I actually got more than just paid. I actually got it. Full disclosure, I actually got paid from the government. You know, I got the tax money in.
Oh, good.
So, yeah. So, you know, I want to hold some of the money because I don't know what's going to really. I don't know fully what's happening with my roommate, but but I was able to get a few things from Amazon.
Right.
Someone do, including a walking pad and I'll probably do some like walking videos,
Right.
or not even walking videos, but like when I go live, I'll be able to walk and talk live to you guys.
Oh,
That'd be kind of fun. So wait for that. So but but I'll be able to get a lot of food too. If I don't need to use the money for anything here at the Bills, I'll end up probably getting like some good meat,
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah, right thing. So,
Okay, let's see. All right.
Yeah, because your buy me a coffee. So if I look correctly, your buy me a coffee started at $10.
No, I thought it was 5. I'm not even sure. Let me see.
Oh, I don't know. Like I'm just asking. I thought it said 10. Which you're worth it. So.
I don't know why they would change it. I mean, it's weird.
Yeah. I mean, I could be wrong.
Well, you can enter any amount. You can enter, I think, $1.
Yeah, I'd have to look at the computer and be like, okay, let me look at Rick buy me a coffee.
Hold on. I think you can.
I
put
could be
$1
thinking of
in
somebody
there.
else too.
All right, that's interesting. Doesn't work. Maybe it is 10. I'm not even sure.
Yeah, right now my sugars are at 65.
Okay.
So I feel like Barb's carnivore crochet grandma. 65 blood sugar.
There you go. Let's see. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, I could probably bypass it and everything like that. So did you put the link for buy me a coffee?
Yes, I did.
It is right there. So let me see.
Buy a new roommate.
I could probably like enter a
Exactly.
separate amount, but you know what? I'm going.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Juliet is
Good talk.
the most generous. I don't want to ask her for anything. She's helped me with my beautiful cat, and she's just an amazing person. And that's why anytime she asks me to be on a live stream, I say yes. I mean, I'm not going to say no.
No.
You can put any. Yeah, you can put any amount in. That's right. I just verified that. Yeah, no, I got a pork shoulder bone. Cannibal. That's funny. Let's see. Oh, okay. There we go.
All right.
All right. There we go.
Two.
Jonathan sent me the link.
Code. I just got the link for the thing.
Okay. Won't be around. Okay. All right. See if I can find it. Oop. That's not going to work. Yeah, what I'll have to do, my computer will crash if I try to run OBS and StreamYard at the same time. It goes completely haywire. So what I'll do, I'll exit the OBS, and then I'll start a new, I'll go into a new stream because there's some kind of glitch. Of course, I do have another computer, but I'm using the old one right now. I haven't tried to mess with it, but, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm sure people will follow me. Let me see how my viewership is going here. Let's see. Oh,
I just sent you some coffee.
Okay. I got 53 people watching. That's still pretty good.
Oh yeah. Well, I just saw the notification. 30 minutes. Dustin goes live.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. You might have to wrap
so you're
this
probably,
up.
probably going to lose a few from him.
Right.
Um,
That's possible.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I can actually go on to different. I can actually watch different lives. I just can't really participate in them.
Right.
If that makes any sense.
Well, Dustin always has one Sunday morning, and I do catch that one. If he has one,
around.
Yeah,
he's actually early. I think usually it's around 11 o'clock. I thought.
Okay. Yeah, I think he has another one.
I could be wrong. Don't get me wrong, but
I think he does have another one today. I haven't seen him in my live stream, but if he's there, he can announce it. I haven't seen him today. But I catch him 7:30 on Sunday morning. I never miss that. All right.
My
So let's see.
my burger's a little too undercooked, so I'm cooking a little bit longer.
Oh, okay. Let me get back to these comments here. A lot of them. Sandy makes a suggestion. You can put whatever you want in there. I saw Aaron's heart attack burger. It looked huge. Did a great job. The song was great. Yep, that's right. She got a Rick roll going on there. Rick on Carnivore Sunday School this week. That's right. Tomorrow at 1 Eastern Standard Time. Take a look on Carnivore Sunday School. I guess they've had to lower their standards to put me in there. They must not have had anybody else to get in, so they're like, we'll get Rick in there. That's all.
So what made you decide to do Buy Me a Coffee? Because you didn't have Buy Me a Coffee for the longest time.
Is
it somebody convinced you or something, or?
I've had several people email me, and then Mitch was saying, why don't you do it? Mitch had been telling me for a while that I need to really, try to put some time into this and that I deserve to succeed and all that. So it was kind of a combination of things.
I mean, Mitch, if you're there, if you're in the chat right now, you're absolutely right. He does deserve it.
Yeah. So it just, I was listening to my carnivore viewers, all my viewers. It's like, Rick, do this. Okay, I'll do it. And I did have trouble with the bank account, which I fixed that problem. It just took a little bit of time and being a little resourceful, but I got it done. Now, I might get enough money to buy food, which is good. Plus, I've had other people in the past send me food and stuff, so it's nice that I've had that many people appreciate the live stream. Yeah. So that's really good. I appreciate that.
Well, I mean, I know it's no help, but I just sent you the $10, so hopefully it helps go towards.
You don't. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to the day when I make some money. I'll start sending people money myself. That way, some of my favorite channels, your channel. I'll send it to everybody, even Mitch. Mitch deserves something from me, but.
Oh yeah.
No,
I've sent to Mitch a few times, and Aaron Booby Goats I've sent to, but yeah, and I've gotten plenty of coffee. I like to buy me a coffees more than I really like the membership parts and stuff like that.
I'm not going to do the memberships on YouTube.
I think you get more out of it, really.
I'm not going to do the memberships. I'm not going to do the super chats. I already made that. I don't want any more advertisements on my channel. Yeah. The Charger Mopar channel.
Same thing with me. I'm pretty much stopping the memberships. I know I got a lot of memberships out there because I got the people bought memberships for me and stuff.
Right.
But I think I'd rather just buy coffee for people, because they're going to get more out. They get more percentage of it,
That, and I don't like the idea of having like a members only thing and then split. And I know Mitch has a members only group, which a friend of mine paid for that for me, but that's different. But some of these people, it's like members content. I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do, I'm going to start a second YouTube channel. I'm going to be making edited videos on different subjects, and then this channel will remain the Charger Mopar, Rick's personal channel with the free live streams, with the bike rides, with the unedited videos. That way people can see that. It's like a record of what I'm doing, who I am, and then the other ones will be much better.
Yeah, I'm actually checking the chats again. So I left. So if there's anything that was said about me, I apologize.
Okay.
Well, I don't apologize to you. I'm saying I apologize to them for missing any comments that have been said about me.
Yeah, Sandy's been right. See, they've been asking me for it. That's why I did it.
Yeah,
George.
Yeah, no, I think it's a really good thing that you're doing it.
It is.
Because you do deserve it.
Now
you know.
we see. Looks like we have a troll in the chat here. Let's see.
Oh,
Okay. It's Rick
well, as
coming
long as
on.
the troll's nice and just stays underneath the bridge.
Yep. Well, I can boot the troll whenever I want. I just have
Oh
to,
yeah, you got the power.
I
You
click
know,
the button.
you're the carnivore duck man of you're the duck He-Man of carnivore.
Yeah, right. I can do whatever I want. See, there we go. Well, if you don't like the audio,
Yeah,
you
actually, I
don't
was
have to listen.
For anybody, I know you probably don't, but I guess He-Man, Masters of the Universe, He-Man is going to be doing a new movie coming out soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so.
That's funny. We used to make jokes about He-Man. You know, it's.
Well, you'll actually laugh at this. When I used to watch He-Man as a kid, you know, they would go through that thing when he was like turning from Adam to He-Man. He'd be like, you know, like by the power of Grayskull, and then like I have the power. Well, my grandfather always, every single time, he'd say that, like right after, like I have the power. He'd be like, because I forgot to take my shower.
Well, we used to joke. They call it Castle Grayskull. We call it Castle Gayskull. And there was some
Right.
funny jokes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's funny. Like I actually, speaking of gay, it's funny. Like when you were doing your the video montage, like in the beginning, there was one clip I saw. As soon as I turned on the computer, right, there was this one video I saw about like, oh, become gay. It was like that.
There's an ad.
You had like one of your clippings. like for me to actually enter in to your live stream, you know, like turn on the live stream, and that's the first thing I say. I'm like, oh my god. You know?
That's right. That's right. Yeah, but that was an actual ad. Those are actual ads. Ovaltine.
Oh, I believe it.
That.
Yeah, but it's just funny how that. No, I know it's an actual ad. I just found it funny that was the first thing I click on. You know.
That's right.
So some of the things like you join in on things, like you join in on the shaft on different things, and it's like what did I just come in on?
Well, that's the whole idea. You never know what you're going to get on my live stream. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's see. Well, we're getting close to that 10 p.m.
That's much
moment.
better. Okay. So I am eating. I am actually having. I was not going to eat before going on the trip, but I'm actually having. I actually decided I am going to have 2 burgers, just enough, and some butter coffee.
Right.
Just to kind of normalize myself a little bit.
Well, there you go.
That's fine. So I guess that I am having my 2 mad.
Yeah. Well, 2 is good. I know Dr. Kills doesn't like more than 2, but I have 3. That's okay.
Well, if I, you know, I'm not going to lie. You know, I usually set myself to have 2 mad, but there's many times that I will be hungry and I will have the 3rd one, you know.
Right.
And I'm not eating that much on this first meal. I'm just having a couple burger patties.
Right. Right.
You know, and I'm actually keeping the oh god, whatchamacallit? You know, I'm actually like adding the grease in from the burger patty, the fat.
Right.
So
okay.
You know. And then I'm just having coffee with a whole stick of butter.
Now, for anyone that's watching and wonders what's going to be different, let me show you what I'm going to next. Right here, if you look at Jonathan's channel, and I'll be linking it to my channel as well, you see what it says right here? It says Live with Rick, scheduled for today at 10 a.m. So I'm going to be closing this live stream in about 9 minutes, and then if you want to, you can go over to either my channel or you can hit Jonathan Carnivore Muscles channel. And since he uses StreamYard, if you want to appear, you can go ahead and log in and appear with your face. Although I think you could still call in on my end, but it'd be better to hit, you know, Jonathan's live stream.
Oh, yeah. And if I remember correctly, I think I was on one time when you
Yes.
were doing this.
Yes,
Just
you were.
One other time.
You were.
Matter of fact, Jonathan couldn't even. If we end up, I think we ended up taking over, sort of, because Jonathan
It happens.
couldn't stay.
Yeah. Well, Jonathan I don't think he can sit for a very, very, very long time because of, his condition. So he does the best that he can,
Right.
which is a lot more than most of us would do, because if I was dealing with what he had to do, I don't think I'd be doing so well. So he's one of my carnivore go-to personalities, because he's so good at what he does, and he deals with so many problems and yet keeps on going. So I'm very inspired by Jonathan. Another one is DC, David Charles. You know him. It's another one of my favorite channels. And again, David's channel is underrated, but he's like a super carnivore in my opinion.
Yeah. And I'm supposed to have, I have to just check the dates, but I'm supposed to have Jonathan on my channel
Okay.
soon. I'm just not sure exactly when. Oh, the 21st of March, so
Okay.
next month.
Excellent.
Yeah, he's going to be on right after I have doing a, and you're obviously you can, I want you too, but
Well, you've had me.
I'm supposed to be doing a re-interview with Booby Goose and Amy
Right.
Davis.
That's it. Mine is scamming. Oh, that's funny. Let's see, we're friendly community. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be closing up this live stream, and we're going to, if you want to, I mean, you're going to be going to Meetup, but if anybody else wants to, and they wonder where I'm going
I mean, I could probably, I don't know if I'm going to pop on, but I'll probably watch the chats, because
Right.
I don't go to the Meetup until, like I said, I'm not sure, what time is it now, like 9 o'clock or something? It's like 10 minutes to 10.
9:53, I think it is. So, we'll be wrapping this up. I like to do things on time as much as I can. Where in the world did my live stream go? Oh,
I should probably start getting dressed.
yeah, that might be an idea. And
Or
then
they probably don't want me to be like in my underwear when I go.
Probably not. Probably not. Unless you're Dr. Chafee, in which case they probably would enjoy that.
Right. Or, just, get some eye candy, I guess. Right?
There you go. Because you and I are not going to impress anybody in underwear. I can tell you that
No.
right now.
No. No. Hey, if I'm not impressed by myself, then I don't think anybody else will be.
Right. Jamet has a good point here. Surprised DC Dave doesn't have more subscribers. He's really interesting. I don't know why. I don't understand. He never got picked up by the popular channels. He's the ultimate cancer survivor, and, he combines carnivore with lifestyle. I wish that more people knew about him. Many people are like, who's that? Like, I've been on his channel many times. I mean, I don't know. Strange. But anyway.
I'll be honest with you. I know I'm a small channel myself, and I do agree with Jeff that, I'm surprised I don't have more, sometimes, because I look at other people saying how fast they grew and everything like that when it came to subscribers, and I'm like, okay, like I have the same people, but I just value the people I have,
right.
And I think it's just a matter of just being grateful for who watches you now.
That's it. Well, let's see.
And I'm not saying I'm any slouch. I have about 670 now or something.
Well,
that have.
It'll get better, but it's 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes till the end of the stream. So
yeah, I'm actually going to. I'm going to let you go.
Okay.
And so I can pop onto that, and it's good talking to you, and
yes, Thomas,
it's good talking to everybody, and definitely look out for my live today. I'm going to try my best to do live, and because I know Lewis and Tammy will both be there, and they'll help me out if I need any help. I'm sure, but I doubt I need help. I just But
that's true. Well, enjoy.
If
you get
I don't know
online,
what I'm doing.
I'll look for you. I'll definitely look for you.
Yep. All right. So I'll
All
see you guys in a little. All right.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye, Thomas.
Well, all right. So we had a caller today. That's excellent. Now, as you know, I'm going to be moving to Jonathan's channel. So if you want to continue with this wonderful live stream, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shut this one down. And hopefully I'll smoothly transition over to Jonathan's live, which shouldn't be too bad. Once I get this closed, I should be able to open the StreamYard and everything should work. So, but anyway, let me hit a couple of more comments here. And I'm not going to play any outgoing music because I'm not going away. All I'm going to do is switch over. So what I'll do, I'll go ahead and close this live in a couple of minutes. And I wanted to say goodbye for now, but say hello in a few minutes. And everything should go pretty well. And Hawkeye Nixter says, Rick's shortest live ever. No, well, no, I think I had another one that was shorter because Milton cut me off in like an hour and a half or something. And this is about 2 hours. But don't worry, it hasn't ended yet. This is just the beginning because I'm switching over to my friend Jonathan's. And, oh, crap, my message is cut, huh? Okay, YouTube at it again. I don't think I missed any. Actually, I might have. There's a good live at 12 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Okay, Coach Stephen and Carl Day. Yes, there you go. I know Stephen had a live at this time as well, but I can't do all the lives all the time. But anyway, I'm not going to say goodbye. Oh, there's Carnivore Jerry. We were talking about you earlier with the Heart Attack Burger Challenge. Rick has accidental test shorts. Yes, that is correct. And Pharaoh Grandma says Jonathan's channel is excellent. Now, if you really believe that Jonathan's channel is excellent, I'm going to close my channel. I'm going to switch over to Jonathan's channel through the StreamYard, and I will try to get the link on my channel. But if my channel doesn't work, you can still follow on his. Because either way, I'm not making anything from the lives. It's for you to interact with us, and that's great. And when it comes to real carnivore experience, data, and knowledge, there's very few people that can outdo Jonathan because he's one of the only people. In fact, he's the only person that is a nutritionist that I actually would take advice from because I wouldn't take advice from any of the others. He's the only one. So that says a lot. Found this video on YouTube about 103-year-old. Okay. All right. Everyone have a great day. Eat meat. Yep. I was getting so bank account. Okay. Well, whoever it is seems to have disappeared, but let's see if he shows up in the next live stream. And we are at what time now? 9:59. So I'm closing this and I'm switching over to Jonathan Carnivore Muscle. So I will see you soon. Check out Real Talk with Time. All right. Thanks, Rick. Barn and Pim are also nutrition. Well, that is true. I forgot about that. But I trust Jonathan because I know what he can do and I know what he has done. I'm hungry watching Rick eat earlier. Now I eat with my mouth open too. Well, there you go. All right. So we're going to shut this down and I'm switching over. See you in a couple of minutes.